I gave Gemini and Claude Code the exact same prompt, the exact same design files, the exact same empty Android projects. One prompt, first attempt, no follow-ups, no fixing, and then I just watched. One of them built something that's generally close to pixel perfect. The other one went rough and started implementing feature I never asked for. So let me show you what actually happened. The task is simple, a weather app. One screen plus another one that AI has to design on its own. Just compose, open Meteo API. I gave both tools the design files, the icons, a detailed prompt with architecture requirements from me, and said go. I used Gemini 3.0 Pro preview versus Claude Code with Opus 4.6. No custom skills, no extra context, just raw models. And for me, the interesting part is not really which app looks nicer, it's how each model thinks, how it reads your instructions, how much creativity it takes, and whether it actually follows the rules. Because one of them definitely did not follow the rules, as you will see, and I think the reason why is actually more interesting than the result itself. But first, let me show you the setup. So basically, I prepared several prompts and files for Claude Code and Gemini to start working with. They're absolutely identical. What I have exactly is the icons that actually AI have to use to properly map weather conditions and show on the UI specific icons. We also have a design for the home screen section. So this is where I'm expecting AI to analyze design patterns and re-implement as close as possible. And as well, we will have another screen that will ask AI to generate based on the patterns on the main screen. So here I'm interested to see how each model will follow patterns and how exactly it's going to build this screen without requirements other than I'm saying that it has to have functionality of showing like forecast for the 7 or 10 days based on the API. We also have prompt where I described it like the project structure itself, so each of the models can check the files before starting to work with. Some basic explanation about the architecture, how it would like it to see. Also some examples of networking and some basic mapping. So models will understand how they can map data that we'll get from OpenWeather to OpenMeteo to properly map the data to the icons, so it will understand what exactly it needs to show on the UI. And as well as the structure of the application itself, which kind of screens it has and which kind of features it has. We need that models have to check the build status before finishing its job, so I don't need to each time checking the builds and asking model to check and fix issues with the builds that it has. So we are putting simple prompt and let's see how it goes. Right, so it's done. Interesting to see that it took 11 minutes for Claude Code to finish the task and around 8 minutes for Gemini to finish, so Gemini was faster. And starting with Claude Code, sorry. So first of all, we can see that Claude Code for some reason read this prompt that mentions that it has to use like real location using the GPS, something that I didn't ask it to do. It should be an extra step. I would say it's rather bad than great, because I explicitly mentioned only to use a prompt 1. So we can see that it took location, forecast is loaded, it's actually picked up the proper colors from the design. I would say that it's done pretty well, 10-day forecasts. So actually it implemented this in a way how we did ask it to do so. Okay, so Gemini also did it. It didn't apply the background, but in terms of the implementation itself, I would say that it's done everything that I did ask it for. Both of them actually built working weather apps from a single prompt. A Claude Code, I would give it 9 out of 10 on the results. The design was closer to Figma, The colors, the corners, the general vibe, it really picked up the patterns from the Figma screenshots. Code organization was cleaner in my opinion, more modern patterns. The way it handled dependencies, this file structure, it just felt more professional. But it loses a point, actually two in general, because it read the bonus prompt that I didn't ask it to read. It went ahead and implemented these GPS location services on its own, which is a cool feature, but I didn't ask it for it. And in the real project, that's a huge problem. You don't want your AI tool deciding what to build. 8 out of 10 for Claude Code. Gemini, also 8 out of 10. It was faster, about 8 minutes versus 11 for Claude. It followed instructions more strictly, didn't try to be creative where I didn't ask it to be, but design was clearly weaker. The button style and the backgrounds, it didn't try as hard to mark the actual Figma reference as Claude Code. And when I asked it to add location services as a bonus step, 3 minutes and clean implementation, so it handled the follow-ups well. But despite the fact that scores are the same, I still prefer Claude Code in my day-to-day production work. And there is two main reasons for that. First, Claude Code just understands my requests better. It has more critical thinking, if it makes sense. It gets the context around the task. So when you're working on a bunch of different things through the day, it just feels less frustrating. You spend less time explaining what exactly you meant. And second, in my experience, Claude Code follows the code style patterns and project conversion in general better than Gemini. The way it organizes files, the architecture decisions, dependency management, it just feels more mature. And yes, today it read an extra prompt I didn't ask for, but honestly, in my experience, that almost never happens. Today was kind of exception, but I still have to show it here for you. So again, for me personally, Claude Code is still my daily driver, but Gemini is a solid option. Both are generally useful. It really depends on what you need. And honestly, the fact that we can get working apps from a single prompt in 2026, that's kind of wild. And if you're interested in how I personally set up my daily Android workflow with different tools, including this, I have a free guide for you, also in the description for this video. In next video, I'm going to talk about something that I think a lot of juniors Android developers need to hear right now, because the job market data is rough, but not for the reasons everyone thinks. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that one, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.